support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
We do have our next guest here. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
My name's Paul Collegio. I'm the CTO of a company called GlobalM, which we're based in Geneva in Switzerland. And we're here at CES presenting our software-defined video network, which is designed for replacing satellite or private fiber optical networks used normally in news, sports, entertainment, for contribution, distribution, or remote production.
Okay. Interesting. So obviously your target demo is them. The BBC is next door, right? Is that who your target demo is, or is it me?
Yeah, we just did the Queen's funeral SRT distribution for the BBC. So that was one of our most recent great projects that we worked on.
That sounds like a big project, and certainly an important one.
It was an important one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about how this works and where it fits into the workflow.
Okay, so as a use case, we'll use the Queen's funeral.
Sure.
We were asked a week in advance that they needed to do what's called SRT distribution. So SRT is an open source protocol that's used in broadcasting that allows for packets to be recovered. And in our technology, we've designed and patented the network to do point-to-multipoint, which means that you can come into the network once and deliver it in several different countries around the world, replacing that multicast effect that satellite normally has, but at a fraction of the cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the smaller broadcast space, in here, we use RTMP and something like Restream or Wowza to go to Facebook and LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever. But this is that concept, but on the professional level.
That's on the professional level, exactly. We're in the process of supporting RTMP as an input or output to the network as well, because we've been asked several times for it now. And we're also going to be supporting another protocol called RIST. And that's another professional protocol that also, similar to SRT, does packet recovery and retransmission. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I wish we had more packet recovery on what we're doing, but...
And we're talking bit rates, 20, 30, 40, 50 megabits per second over the internet.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is like contribution quality video going from the stadium, of the sports stadium, to the different rights holders around the world.
Sure.
Or in the case of the Queen's funeral, we had the encoder set up at Broadcasting House in London, and then that was going via our London POP to all of the different rights holders who were connecting as well.
Sure. So in the case of that, it was probably going to BBC and ITV and even over
not
here.
Not the BBC, they were the host.
Oh, they were the host.
Yes,
okay, so they had the feed themselves.
Yeah.
But it was probably going to ITV and CNN and...
No, more international broadcasters.
Oh, okay.
In New Zealand, in Switzerland, different international broadcasters receiving the signal, especially in places where they didn't have the facilities to receive the satellite signal. They still had it on satellite.
Okay.
So we're talking like in the Caribbean, the Cayman Islands, these places where they were preferring to use our network technology to receive it rather than, they didn't have the facilities to receive satellite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so what is required on this to use it?
An internet connection.
Okay.
Because SRT is supported by OBS, vMix,
Livestream Studio.
VLC, Livestream Studio. This protocol is so widely adopted now, and same thing for RIST, and the same thing with RTMP.
Okay.
So basically, with software-based or hardware-based encoding and decoding that you can use on a PC with a graphics card, and an internet connection, and you can work with our network.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all we'd have to do, let's build it out here. We've got our system, we've got our studio.
Yep.
This computer, instead of RTMPing to Restream, it would SRT to you.
Yes.
And then from there,
you'd connect into...
Is it push? Is it pull? How does the rebroadcast?
You'd call into our network.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an outbound port call.
Okay.
If you want to sell.
Okay. So on the receiver's end, it's
It'll
more
be-
of a pull than a push.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So it's like an RTMP listen instead of.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And so what kind of a delay are we talking about? Because we know with Restream or Wowza, I was literally listening earlier and I was having. Just here, I was having 10, 15, 20-second delays.
Wow.
So.
Okay, we're talking about in our demo here we're connected to our Californian POP, and the stream coming from Geneva, where we have our encoder, is connecting to our Frankfurt POP, and we have 350 milliseconds end to end.
Wow. Okay.
It's super low latency, but extremely high quality.
So.
Yeah.
The true definition of near real time. Okay. Impressive.
Yeah.
So how long has your system been in place?
I would say we've really, on the network technology side, the last 12 months. But earlier than that, we have our mobile app as well, which uses the phone's hardware encoder. And we did the European Film Awards during COVID, where we had 40 nominees from their homes coming into a studio in Berlin. And then we had 2 big vMix machines that were running, receiving all of these signals in, and then mixing that and putting that out to the broadcast truck for production.
Okay, hold on. So using your system, they were able to essentially grab a phone, get into a mobile app,
Yep.
and then push over the same protocol into the system.
Yep, exactly.
And then from there, it's just like having cameras.
We made it easy for them. We got the 40 iPhone 11s, did the pre-install,
Sure.
signed in for them. Literally, they took it out of the box, connected it to their home Wi-Fi network, and pushed the red button, and
Got
it
it.
worked.
Got it.
Because the network...
The biggest example of that in use that people probably think of, I mean, it was 2 years ago, but Tiger King, right? They did that final episode with Joel McHale, and that's exactly what they did. They sent iPhones with AirPods to all the people that did the interviews. It was all pre-configured. Turn it on and let's go. And so you had them all pre-configured.
We had all pre-configured.
Put them on a tripod.
Yep.
Point them at your face.
Precisely.
And we'll do all the work.
There's a little ring light in the kit. I just had to
Awesome.
set it up. And the quality coming in, we're talking 6-8 megabits from a mobile phone using the phone's hardware encoder.
Okay.
So if anyone comes down and sees our demo at the Swiss Tech stand, we have a demo running of the mobile app as well.
Okay.
And we had one guy there this morning that didn't believe it was coming from a mobile phone unless he was holding that phone in his hand and he could see the quality, because a phone has a 4K HDR camera in it, and it has fantastic connectivity, and it has a very good graphics processor in it too.
Right.
And so the quality you can squeeze out of a mobile phone and turn that into a professional broadcast video encoder is possible.
Yeah, they're wicked these days.
Yeah.
The cameras on these things are insane.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So what kind of cost are we talking about on something like this?
Well, it also depends on volume.
Yeah.
So if you're a sports federation that has 1,000 games happening a year that are going to 50 different rights holders, obviously there's a big discount in that.
Right. Absolutely.
But we're talking 70 to 80% less than what you would normally pay for a satellite link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And we've had to deal with satellite links for other projects, and they're always a pain. I kept saying I wish I could just get like an RTMP pull off of this broadcast. I'm like,
well, we can.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, for those previous clients who did not do this, and anybody else who might want more information, how can they get it?
Visit globalm.media, and that's our website. And there you can create a Calendly meeting with us. We'll be happy to do a demo with you online. And we can create test accounts for customers that are interested in testing.
Very cool. Well, that's fantastic. Maybe we talk about being you being a media partner for 2024.
More than pleasure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming up and talking to me.
Thanks very much.
Cool technology. I look forward to seeing more. Maybe I'll actually get out of the studio and come see it.
Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah.